Okay, the program is still here this morning on ITV on independent television. I told you that we are going to be looking at the issue of same-faith tickets that has generated reactions and counter-reactions as far as the 2023 presidential election is concerned. And to be more domesticated with the issue now, it has to do with the presidential candidates of the All Progressives Congress. Talking about Ahmed Bola Tinubu of the APC as the presidential candidate. And of course, the one-time governor of Borno State, Shettima Kashim, who is also of the APC, the vice presidential candidate this time. Now, there is nothing wrong with these two candidates except the fact that they have the same religious faith. Naturally, people will react and also give their counter reactions. But we have a proposal now as put together by the senator representing Kogi West Senatorial District at the Senate, Nigerian Senate. Now he is pushing for a bill to ban same-faith tickets, and he's saying that after next year's election, the Electoral Act should be amended. Of course, it has to do with the Constitution too of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in such a way that after next year's election, then we can begin to have a situation whereby candidates won't necessarily have to be of the same faith as far as elections are concerned in the country. Well, the big question that people ask about that is of what relevance, of what importance is it if candidates come from the same religious background? Is it as important as the quality of this candidate? Well, for us here at Independent Television and Radio, it is not for us to discuss. It is for our discussants to throw light on the issues. Well, we've got Bishop Akhalame this morning. Very privileged to have Bishop Akhalame. And we're also expecting Honorable Desmond Ugbo to come so that he can also bear his mind on the issue. Bishop, you're welcome to the program this morning on ITV. All right, now. So I'm sure you've seen the proposal as put together by Senator Sam Adeyemi. How would you start by reacting to this?
Yeah. Well, it's a good one, but then are we supposed to go to that extent of proposing a bill to prohibit a same-faith ticket? It's so called for. But it's because of the way our political class behave. That is why you see that they are going to that extent. To me, our conscience will tell us that Nigeria is dominated by two major religious groups, Christians and the Muslims. And if you take the statistics, the Christians even have more number in Nigeria. So if you are coming with a ticket and you want people to vote for you, then you should know that equity and fairness should play. In a country today like this, Nigeria, we have a federal character. So why do we have federal character? Because of, it's not as if it's good, it's really bad to have a Muslim ticket. But what we are looking for is capacity. People can drive the economy of the country. But you see that what has happened in Nigeria, the attitude of some politicians, they not keep it to promises and they say one thing in the morning and say another thing in the evening, is why the people are now reacting. And what has happened so far? Then why will you come up with a ticket, a Muslim ticket, a Muslim ticket? And now, you cannot even give good reasons to why you have done that. Now, I look at the proposition, the proposed bill by Smart Adeyemi of the Kogi State. When I look at it, I read it. After reading it, I began to laugh. You know why? So many of these politicians don't know that Nigerians are now more wiser and intelligent by the day. You are telling us that because of what has happened in your party, that because of the people's reaction towards the Muslim ticket in your party, you have decided to propose this bill so that Section 84 of the Electoral Act to be looked into so that they can insert Section 3 into it to ensure that in the presidential election, the VP and the president should not be on the same faith. Yeah. That is after this election. Yeah. And it didn't just end there. And he came again to say that Nigeria should vote for his candidate, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu and Shettima, that despite the fact that they are Muslims, they are the best. So Nigeria should not look at the faith, but they should look at capacity. So if you know that it is capacity, why are you proposing a bill? Most times we feel that when you are doing something, people are not there to look at the motive. Looking at the reason why you are doing what you do. And people like us, when we read you, we look at the beginning to the end, we know exactly why you are coming up. And don't forget, and this bill again is coming from a person from the APC. So you cannot say you are proposing a bill and you did not condemn it when it happened. What was first statement when the APC came up with a Muslim ticket? Did he condemn it? But he said no, that I'm proposing this bill so that Nigeria will be happy. So after all, it's a lawmaker from the party that is proposing this. So let's give them the benefit of the doubt.
Okay. Now, you see that elections in the country are not about the political parties or about the candidates only. It's more of the electorates. Now, with what has happened in the APC, you discover that it is actually not for the politicians to react and to worry about it, but the electorate, are kind of reacted. So what is in the electorate that they seem not to be comfortable with? What do you think about it, that the electorates, when they have such a kind of a realization of two candidates of the same faith vying for a presidential election, they are not comfortable with?
Thank you, sir. You see, Nigeria is a very big country. Like I told you, with different religious groups. We have the Muslim, we have the Christian, we even have the traditionalists. It's just that they are few in number. That is why you see that we don't actually talk about them, but they are there. So if you are coming up with a ticket in this kind of country with different ethnic groups, with different religions, you have to make sure you balance it. You know why? So that when that ticket is favoring a particular religion, other religions will not feel that they are not regarded, they are not recognized, they are pushing them aside, in decision making. You see what I'm saying? That is how it is. Even, let me tell you something. Even in a group, if people are to be elected, and maybe we are 10, and they needed about 5 principal officers in that group, and you are chosen. At the end of the day, we chose about 5, and we have 5 remaining that were not chosen. Even though you say, don't worry, you get your turn, even though you still get your turn in future, it's called that that bitterness will still be in their mind. Doesn't mean that I'm not relevant. Doesn't mean that I don't have anything to offer. Why should they just look at me and they move away and they look for somebody else who I feel that is not even better than I am? So that's why you see that in anything we are doing, we need to balance them. We balance it so that the Christians will not feel that they have been pushed aside. They are not regarded. That's right now. So that's what is happening. And don't forget that there is this insinuation, this assumption going on that some leaders, they have this intention of Islamizing what? The country. So when something is coming out in that way, in that dimension, people must react. That I hope it's not what we are thinking. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. So at this point in time where people are thinking anything, they are thinking anyhow, you are coming up with a ticket of same faith. That's why people are reacting. Okay.
Now, if the bill is still a proposal, so in the next couple of days or weeks, it's going to be something that members of the National Assembly, the Senate to be precise now, are going to start deliberating upon. It will go through first, second reading. If it's passed, eventually it will go to the president for action. But just before it goes all through, okay, let's even say if at the end of the day it becomes a law, the bill goes through readings and is passed and becomes a law, don't you think we're going to have issues? We're going to have problems? Because we are looking at a country, Nigeria, a country that cuts across 2 major religious faith now. For the purpose of this discussion, let's leave it there. Christianity and Islam. Now, somehow, one is almost tempted to say that the northern parts of the country seems to be more predominant with the Islam faith. And of course, the southern parts seems to be more predominant with the Christian faith. Now, it can only thrive during presidential election. What about in state elections? Take, for example, Edo State, where you have more Christians. Don't you think we're going to have issues coming up with a Christian, Muslim candidate in governorship elections?
Well, that's I said that bill doesn't make sense to me. But he's tried. But if you look at it very well, because when I read it, I was thinking it's a general election. I know it's just tailored it to presidential election. That the president and the VP, they did not go down to state. That means not affected state.
Okay.
But even though it does, that's why I said conscious. We should know. We're talking about Nigeria. We're not talking about state now. If you're talking about state, there are states we have few Muslims.
Muslims, yeah.
So okay, now it's not a Christian. The deputy governor is also what? A Christian. Yeah. Nobody's reacting because the number of Muslims we have in the state are very what? Few. Nobody can react. That's why I say that in a country like this, our conscience will tell us that what we are doing is wrong. Let's do it this way. Yeah. So the bill is not affecting the governorship election. It's just for the presidential.
Yeah. All right, so the program is still this morning on ITV. Well, I told you that Desmond Ogbo is also going to be a guest today, so he's already in the house. But my co-anchor, Daniel Prezo Sadebame, is going to be taking him on the other side of the show this morning. Bishop Akalabe, as we continue now, let's look at it. Now, do you think it is not too soon for us to be considering trying to amend the Electoral Act? I mean, we just came through one some few months ago prior to the election, and only after next year's election, we are considering, we're going to be talking about amending the Constitution, amending the Electoral Act. Don't you think it's too soon?
It's political. That's why I say it's political. It's working. You think that Nigerians are not wise. You cannot come about a bill to amend the Electoral Act that was just amended not too quite long ago, just because people are responding to a decision made in the party. And you are not proposing a bill that I know that even will not even come through even before after the election. So we should not be deceiving ourselves. We don't need that now. That is just total distraction. This is time for campaign. You go to your unit, go to your ward, go to your state, go and campaign for your candidates. So the idea of bringing a bill to convince people, we know this thing is wrong, don't worry. The candidates will present their good. Don't worry, the next election it will not be like this. You don't need to tell us that way. Nigerians are wise. We're very intelligent now. You don't tell Nigeria what to do this time around. So the bill is unnecessary. It's a total distraction.
Are you trying to say that at the end of the day, Nigerian voters will vote in support of the decision or vote against to show that they are not supporting the decision?
Let me tell you something. You see this country, we have people who conscious are still working, are still functioning. Even the Muslims, some of the Muslims are even angry already. Some of the Muslims are angry that this is not right. This is not ought to be like this. Even the Khan, they are releasing their message every day, bringing them the information that this is not right. So in the election, we are going to vote what is now right. So you don't tell people that this you have done. I know it was not even sorry that what you have done is wrong. He said we are going to ensure that this will not repeat again. But the decision we have taken in our party, it is right. These are the right candidates. Vote for them. Ordinarily, you ought not to have come up with that bill at all. All Smart would have done is promote and market your candidates. Tell Nigeria that this candidate, they are the best. Forget about the faith, whether they are Muslim, but these are the best thing for Nigeria. Go that dimension. Forget being. It's a total distraction. But right now, we have a lot of things on the table. We got past that electoral bill, we have the passed law. Let's move ahead. So if future elections, if there's need to amend any section of the Electoral Act, then we can go ahead. You cannot begin to talk about what is making the public to be angry just because you want to damp tension. You want them to be happy with you and vote for your candidate.
Okay, now it all boils down to what some political analysts will refer to as gentleman agreements. Because it's more or less like a gentleman agreement now, even what we're trying to say here. There is a gentleman agreement that
you are promoting a bill, and then how you are telling us that your candidates forget the faith they are the best.
Yeah. What I even mean by the gentleman agreement thing is only a gentleman agreement that there's actually nowhere in the Constitution that says that a candidate must come from the South, from Christian, and the other one must come from Islam. It's for fairness. Yeah, so that's why I said it's a gentleman agreement.
Everybody will be crying along. Yeah. It's too big for all these things. So that for everybody will be happy. What do you have? I told you what do you have for that character? It's not a matter of maybe one side will be lopsided with one ethnic group or faith. No. You have to balance the system so that everybody will not have any reason to say, oh, why do you think that the East, they say they want to secede? They feel that they're being marginalized. Do you see what is happening? See, their man came out for this election. You see, the place is calm now. Let me tell you that these people, they need sense of belonging. You see what happened? See, Peter Obi came on board and is protesting. You see what is happening there? There's peace, relatively peace in the eastern part of Nigeria.
Oh, really?
Yes. Have you heard anything there? There's peace now. Oh, our man is there. He's coming out. Will be giving a sense of belonging very soon.
But the election is not done yet.
That's why I'm telling you. They feel no, because they see the kind of support that their son is getting. They are happy. Come on, that means we'll be giving sense of belonging soon. When the particular party is feel marginalized, we'll be thinking of how to pull out. There will be chaos everywhere. There will be troubles everywhere. So that's why, for fairness and equity, that's why you see that we should allow this to play out. If you are coming up with a ticket in a big country like this, Christian, Muslim. If you are coming in a state like this, you have a state that is dominated by Muslim and Christian, you balance it. governor, Christian, Muslim. If the other one it was Muslim governor, while the deputy become what? Christian.
But what about if we keep on having this Christian-Muslim thing, and eventually at the end of the day, we still don't get it right?
No. Let me tell you something. Except a political party that doesn't know what it wants. A political party have a lot of options available, a lot of options. We call them a course of actions they can take in anything they want to do to achieve results. You have a lot of candidates before you. You are going for a primary election. You say that you go for the best. You go for the best. That's what I normally tell people. Those who go there to elect, what do you call them, delegates, to elect candidates, you have to make sure that the best is made for your party. Forget about monetary benefits. So that at least all together, we are working together to ensure we have a better country. So in your party, if you are presenting candidate to the country that will contain an election, make sure that they are the best of the best.
Yeah, that's what. Don't you think that's what APC has done?
No. Let me tell you something. For now,
yeah.
I'm not even in position. That's why I said
because we're trying to get two issues here.
That's why I said.
Yeah.
1993, you work in Nigeria, where you have the Adiola and the KGB.
The KGB, yeah.
Yes, so people voted for that and they won the election.
Yeah.
But I can tell you that from 1993 till now, a lot has happened in Nigeria. That the people are no longer trust the political class. Promises made not fulfilled. A lot of things have gone wrong. Because of that, they are suspicious of any move by any political class or political parties. So if you are taking a decision, they have to think ahead of you. Why is he taking a decision? So that's why you must balance it in a country like this, so there will be no chaos. Now the Christians are talking. We are not being kind and love. We are being disregarded. You understand? So if you are talking about quality, are you saying you cannot have more competent quality deputy or a vice president from the Christian northern part of the country?
Well, you are not in APC, so you cannot answer that question.
No. The question you ask me, you say, can you answer? Unless I'm telling you that if you must balance, that those competent people, you can find them in all faiths. They are Christians, they are Christians, they are Muslims, even the traditionalists, they are there. So you can always get the best everywhere. The best are everywhere. They are not limited to one particular group.
Now, Bishop, the choice of the APC, do you think is a strategy for them to win the election?
Well, I can't talk to them. I can only talk to my party.
Yeah.
So people are just reacting to what the decision they have taken. You understand? To people who want to even vote for them. Like me, I have my party. I have a presidential candidate. That if I go to the field, if I close my eyes, I'm voting for them. So I don't even need to discuss their issues, because even though I close my eyes at night, they want me to vote for them, I will not vote. So I belong to the Zenith Labour Party, and I have a presidential candidate. So if I go to the field, even though I close my eyes, I know where it is in the ballot paper. I will put my hand there.
Yeah.
So I don't even need to discuss that.
Yeah.
See?
All right, so we'll take a short pause now so that we'll bring Honorable Desmond Ugbo in. One-time local government chairman, and of course one-time vice local government chairman in Ego. Daniel Praise, my co-anchor, is going to be with Honorable Desmond Ugbo. Bishop Bakalame, thank you so much for joining us on the show this morning. The program is still on this morning on ITV. Stay tuned.